Greetings, friends, and welcome to Projekt Gemineye update number 26. This video is in response to a few requests that I've had from members of the group asking if there's any footage of me mixing An Ordinary Day. Now, I don't have any footage of me mixing the first record, but since I have started working on the final mixes for A Brand New Day, which is the follow-up record, which I'm hoping will be out in September, work has obviously begun on the mixing. So, in keeping with the request, I have two short clips, which I'm going to show you right now as part of the update. The first segment is with me mixing the drums and bass. As most people know who do this sort of work, even after I finished doing what I was doing and I filmed it and showed you guys, hours later I did make some more adjustments and changed a few things. So even though what you see on the video, essentially most of it will be the same, there are always some little adjustments that need to be made. The clip after that one will be of me working on the guitars. I recorded some 12-string electric. I also recorded some acoustic guitar and some rhythm guitar tracks. All those I will go over into some detail as to what plugins I used. You'll get to hear them soloed and in within the song. I'm only going to play little bits of it. I don't want to give too much away of the music. Leave some of that to, to your imagination, as it might sound completed, and also to make you, want to hear how it sounds in the end. So, without any more rambling, I will get to these clips. As far as any business regarding the vinyl, it's just a waiting game right now. Everything is on schedule. Nothing seems to be delayed or anything. But again, I don't have that infamous date yet that I need to start the pre-order. The minute I have it, you will know, and the pre-ordering will begin. And this is in regard to the vinyl version of An Ordinary Day. So, I'll leave it at that. Any other business I will get on to in the next update. So, here you are. Enjoy some of the studio fun that I had in mixing A Brand New Day. I'm actually still in the midst of doing it, so it's not complete by any stretch. But you'll get to see a little bit of what's going on and see how I think and what I do with these songs. Okay? Now also keep in mind, I filmed this on my phone, my handheld phone, so the audio is probably not going to be anywhere near as stellar as you would have it on a CD. So just keep that in mind when you're hearing the audio of it. This is just to show you what I do and some of the techniques I use. Okay, so enough of my babbling. Let's get on to the video. Take care, guys. Greetings, friends. It's Mark Anthony K here. Just to show you a quick little update of the mixing that I'm doing for the next album. As you can see here, I have my Pro Tools up, and tonight I've just been working on drums and bass. Right here in the red is all the drums, and in the blue here are the bass guitar tracks. Essentially, I've been just using a lot of SSL plugins for this. I find that SSL are the go-to channel strips for drums especially. And also I've been using the NLS channel strips for the drums as well. These are the SSL versions of it as well to match with the channel. And just some little additional things for certain things, like use the compressor on the kick, and I used a special drum plugin, the Chris Lord Algae drum plugin, for the overheads of the drums. And over here I used the SSL stuff again for the bass. And I used the limiter for one of the bass guitars, and the Chris Lord LG plugin for the bass guitar. For the second bass, I use 2 bass tracks. So basically, all the drums run into a sub here. I compress it with the Kramer compressor, which is essentially the old style kind of Helios compressor. Use that here as well. And here is a short sample of what I've done so far. So there you go. Just a quick little update on what's going on with the recording of the record. So talk to you guys soon. Greetings friends, Mark Anthony K here. Back with a little bit more of the recording process and mixing process, actually, to be more accurate. Last time I showed you a bit of the bass and drums. Now I will be showing you a little bit of what I did with the electric guitars, that being this segment right here. I'll play you a short little bit of it first. Okay, so basically it's just 2 tracks of guitar. I did track 4 over here, if you notice, but I muted those. I didn't need the 4 tracks. I felt they got a little too squishy. They were just mainly EQ'd with the SSL stuff. As you can tell, added a bit of top end, took out a little bit of the 1.5. No, actually I added a little bit of 1.5K to this. And yeah, I didn't really scoop anything out so much on this, which is interesting. Usually guitars are notorious for that, but I didn't feel I needed to do it with this guitar. I feel on this guitar as well, I just added a little bit, very little, 5K there. And I also added a teensy bit of what looks to be almost a 3K and a little hair of 200, which is very, very odd. But it seemed to work very nicely with this. Some light compression, and then we're off to the races. So that's what I did with the electric guitars. Also, there's a section of a clean passage, which is here. I'll play it for you first and then explain what I did with it. Okay. Let me turn this up a bit. So basically what you have here is a group here of 2 12-string electric guitars, which were done on my double neck guitar. Yes, I own a double neck. And a group of acoustic guitars. Now, if you listen to them on their own, how would I do this? Well, I guess the best way to do it would be to mute the bass, mute the drums. Although the drums might be a little... So there's the 12. Now if I mute those, that's the 12 string. Sorry, the 6-string acoustic. Okay, so what did I do with those? Well, basically, same thing. The electric with more of the SSL channels, just a little bit more top end to it, and a little bit of a scooping out on this one, actually. A little bit taken out from the 200 range. The 12-string electrics seem to be a little muddy sometimes, so I'd like to take out some of the 200 out of that. It's done on both, and the acoustic guitars were also sent through the SSL channels as well. As you can see, a lot of 1.5K added to this, as well as 4.5K, and quite a substantial amount, 3 dB of 450, which actually, surprisingly enough, made the acoustic guitars sound much more fuller. So it was a good addition to that. So that's it for now. I'm going to leave it at that for now. And later on, I'll go over some of the guitar solo stuff and a little bit of the keyboards. And then maybe I'll even play a teensy bit of the final mix. We'll see. Okay, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you later.